How's it going, YouTube? Me and Extreme Padre fan are down here at the Railroad Museum in Balboa Park for the first time in a while. The first train is the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy old school engine. Get around, you can.
Oh, I was trying to get clear.
Yeah, you're fine. In the big room exhibit. Woo! Just like a little cut of stackers, and if you look in the background, didn't see it, but there was a Southern Pacific high hood engine. A Santa Fe caboose on the kind of Southern Pacific side ones there. And there it goes. And another locomotive running in here, YouTube. One of the Southern Pacific steam engines. Looks like a 482, it looks like. In the small daylight passenger cars here. Go across this bridge. Into the tunnel. Woo!
I love the little red street cars running around too.
That is cool. And there they go. All right, YouTube, in the display cases, I actually always forget they actually can change the models that usually are displayed on in these cases in and out like crazy.
Yep.
Hey, America 250th. I wish we were in Spencer, North Carolina for that event, but obviously we didn't have. Yeah, growth in there. YouTube, if you want, you can pause and take a look at what it says here. Very cool. First start with the American Freedom Train. Did this run in 1976, Kim?
Yeah.
Okay. Was this for... Yeah, I was going to say that 4449. Yeah. Which, unfortunately, I think is on permanent display in Oregon, I believe, these days.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I get that's a steam engine I would ever love to have seen on the rails. Spirit of America, kind of older cars, YouTube. Here's a 260 model little steam engine. Oh, and this is not 5704 like when we saw leave Paris, California. Dang. That would have been cool. Which did make it to North Carolina safely, thankfully.
Yeah.
Different kind of scale models here, YouTube. Nothing but box cars. Nothing too crazy, YouTube. Just wanted to show that, and there they are. In the HO model room, YouTube, here's a big boy running, but it's actually 4005, not 4014. That's been running around. I gotta give Ed Dickens and the UP Steam Crew major props for that East Coast trip. The only thing I did not like was the amount of people it drew. I think it was way too much, in my opinion. And Cam, I think you and I would have only... Whoop, Anna. Whoop, it shorted out.
Hey, fellas, I'm charged like a battery.
You two will get it going in just a second. Another quick video, YouTube, 4005. Ooh! Very cool, YouTube, and we'll get the whole train as it enters the tunnel. I know this. I've been to this museum 1,000 times. I know the layouts. Being one of the most famous railroad nuts in California, I know this pretty well. Here's what they got.
Oh yeah, it's going into the tunnel.
Very nice, YouTube, in there. On this famous trestle here, YouTube, in the museum, here's a 210.
Okay, I can't do that with the flash. Oopsie.
With the reflection, yeah.
Oopsie.
You won't be able to get it now that it's... If you want to get it up here, maybe, Kim. I like that I got long arms here.
I know, I love the same thing at work.
I get a guilty pleasure when short people can't reach high places. But when they ask for something, can you please reach it, the answer is always yes.
Yeah.
It is a 210-2, I believe. Gonna get a shot off to save your life. Good. Probably have to wait till it gets closer, I think, would be the better way.
I've always loved the tiny tanks.
Those are cool, especially from like the 1940s and 50s. Yeah, the old school box cars are rather interesting looking for the era, you know.
Yeah.
I always find that cool. And there's this.
Oh, thank God. I was like, if it doesn't have that.
And there goes YouTube. All right, YouTube, on the N scale layout, there's a couple PA1 units leading a short passenger train here. Not F7s, unfortunately, Kim.
You and I are making content for completely different audiences.
All right, YouTube, we're back on the HO layout. Here's some UP regular engines, just leading nothing but, what are the box cars again?
PFEs.
PFEs.
Pacific Fruit Express.
If you look in the background, you'll love the power that's leading that train in the background. We'll get in just a little bit.
Dash 9, Dash 9.
Dash 9, they're all Dash 9s, actually.
Nope.
Oh, not at all.
No, Chivo's lost out.
You'd be in front of the locomotives if you were getting our shot at all. Don't worry about it. Cool. So the museum's running. I'm smiling because the museum's running some decent stuff today. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't see any Santa Fe Dash 8s or 9s, and we're on its team running in the other layout. And if you look in the background, YouTube is this gentleman's right here. We got some Rio Grande units right there that look very hot. Thank you. We'll get those as they come by. In fact, the train that with the UP engines just stopped to let them by, and we'll get them when they come down. All right, YouTube, how's this? 3 Rio Grande tunnel motors leading a freight train right here. As they go into this tunnel, they'll pop out of the tunnel in the foreground right here. Man, what I give to see those lead a train today.
Oh, I see.
Oh. You know what? I'm just going to kneel down. I hate getting down on my knees. Absolutely hate it.
Oh, kite. It's a kite.
Kite butter.
What are you trying to picture again?
Well, I was just getting my focus to work right. Because it was being a little silly.
Gotta hate that. Just waiting, YouTube. Sorry if the wait's a little long. And there it is. Rio Grande. Woo! That is freaking hot. I bet Emery would love to see these. Emery's a huge sucker for Rio Grande, isn't she?
Oh, yeah. So am I, though.
Woo!
Why do you think I was getting a ton of shots of them?
Can't say I blame you. I like these southern short coal hoppers. I think those look really cool.
Okay, cool.
I like coal hoppers. They're probably one of my favorite pieces of rolling stock. If anybody was going to ever ask me that question,
A New Jersey Devils and a New York. What the?
I cannot say why.
Hold on. We got a ton of hockey teams on there, and we don't have my Leafs. What the?
And there they go. Can't get enough of these Rio Grande units. YouTube, here they go, taking off again. Woo!
Leave track one open for me. That's the only I'll fit on.
Again, I like these old southern coal hoppers. I think those look really cool. I like coal hoppers, YouTube. What is your favorite piece of rolling stock? Should I say by like on regular trains or model wise, Cam? That's actually a good question.
Dude, you could just say either.
Yeah, anybody in the comments, tell us what your favorite piece of rolling stock, like model wise or on the regular rails wise is. And as the end of the train, watch this, YouTube. How often do you see Rio Grande tunnel motors actually meet a big boy, even in model form? This is so cool. Whoa! Look at this. This is so rare. Oh. Did you misfire there, Kim?
A little bit.
You can just get a screen cap off the...
Yeah.
No less, that was really cool.
Maybe I can send it up in the box right now.
Not even on the Tachi layout, we're having a lot of fun. Very nice, and we'll get the big boy coming this way, YouTube. A lot of tunnel motors, YouTube. Here's a couple of SP and a UP tunnel motor, interestingly, going into the tunnel. Wow. I do love Southern Pacific rolling stock. I think that's always fun if you can get that. Especially these old Southern Pacific box cars at like West Colton or something.
See, now I wonder if there's a Maple Leafs box car like the other ones.
I don't think this train has that.
I know it doesn't, but
yeah.
like I wonder if it
in general.
exists.
And as you can see, the classic Southern Pacific caboose there, YouTube. God, I can't get enough of this. And watch this meet the big boy. Woo! Look at this, YouTube. Woo! Is your settings not right there, Cam, or something?
I'm going
The
over
stairs on the
Okay.
side.
Yeah, they got trains running all over the layouts today.
Like, leave their sharks everywhere. They're messy.
I know, right? And we'll get the big boy coming down here, YouTube, in just a moment. Not sure. All right, YouTube, here comes the big boy coming out of the tunnel. Woo! I think this is safer pacing this than 4014 on the actual roads, right, Kim? Is the window kind of block? It kind of prevent you from shooting it? Okay.
There we go.
Was it because the flash kept popping up?
No. It's just the reflection. Sometimes it
can screw it up. Yeah.
it messes with the focusing.
Okay. Yeah. Very nice. All right, YouTube, we're going to move over to the Tachi layout. There it goes. All right, YouTube, now on the Tachi layout, here's 3 4-axle engines, a Dash 8 LMX unit, BSF GV60, and a GV60 Blue Bonnet. Going through Bealville. One of my favorite locations on the actual Tachi, if I had to say so. I like these old Santa Fe containers like this one here, Kim. You never know. Today you don't see trailer trains like these go over Tachi like they used to. BSF mostly just run stacks, maybe occasional trailers with them these days, but not the same what it used to be. In fact, most of the good power's mostly on the manifest. They run between there and Bakersfield and other northern points between Barstow there. When you railfan Tachi for 12 years, you know this stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously,
You absorb it.
Exactly. There's the end of it, YouTube. We'll get it up on the cliff siding. All right, YouTube, here they are on the cliff siding. How many of you viewers love these LMX units? I'm used to the Dash 9s. I think I was used to 6-axle ones here. What's the GV60B? 328? And 4026 is the GV60. Hey Cam, the Santa Fe GV60 is 4026. Yeah, sounds about right. The GV60B is 326. That is so hot. Woo! How often do you see a consist like this going up to Ashby YouTube? Obviously never these days, but nonetheless. All the athletes? Knowing you can. So cool. Yeah, no worries here. Yeah, they're coming. Get the rest of the train coming. You won't be dealing with glass this time, Kim, so hopefully you can pick off.
There's all over the enemies.
Okay. Obviously, a lot of weird trailers and equipment being moved on these friggin' spine cars. I miss flatbeds that, you know, put 2 to 4 containers on one flatbed as they move in. Typical 80s, 90s, you know, style. But obviously those cars ran their course on intermodal service. Late 90s seems about right.
Just that each one is between
Yeah, because obviously LMX did run on Santa Fe by 1994-95, I know for a fact. And there's the end of it, YouTube. We'll head up towards the... There's one of the tunnels, YouTube. Just backing up so you get shots of it. Woohoo!
Probably further backwards, you know.
Definitely. Gotta love the horn off it. There they go, entering the tunnel, YouTube, and that's the whole train. We'll get it going up towards the loop. Alright, YouTube, now on the world famous Tachi loop layout here. Here, the LMX train going around the loop. I hear the ranch got sold at the loop there, and it's now pretty much abandoned, I think. I give it to me. I own the property. Cam, you and I would own that property in 2 seconds. We'd own the rights to the loop and everything. Anyway, I'm getting a little too crazy here. So 509's on 770. I don't think it's going to return from 581 though. No, I could be wrong. I don't know. And here's the Tachi loop layout, YouTube. A lot of rail fans love this location. Over the decades. Good. So it looks like 509 would have dragged us out today if he didn't come this way.
Santa Fe container.
Who doesn't love Santa Fe containers, you know? Right? Okay, unfortunately, we're shooting enough footage here of the museum that will satisfy you. Are you okay with a late lunch later? Nothing you and I have not done when rail fanning all the time. As you can see them going over Tunnel 9 in the background, YouTube, is the same trains right here. What the loop is very famous for. Nice. Yeah, who doesn't like A-line containers?
There's 2 more.
As it approaches the way along sighting. I noticed that. Very cool. Can you imagine intermodal service came in and out of San Diego? Yeah, that's true. And let alone the amount of traffic that comes out in and out of Long Beach, I don't know if San Diego could probably handle that pretty well.
I don't think we have an operation like that.
Yeah, that's a very good question. But obviously, all the heavy container loading comes out of the ports of Long Beach and Los Angeles, so and Hobart, any of the intermodal yards there in Los Angeles.
I'm not trying to make it.
Yeah. As they enter the tunnel there, tunnel 10 there, YouTube. And YouTube, there it is over the loop, and there it is. Woo! All right, YouTube, as you look at these old school rare Southern Pacific E50, you said it was? I forget. Here comes a modern UP freight with 6706 trailing second out. Do you want to get shots of it, Cam, or are you just going to growl it? Gotta think 6706 eluded me and Cam for years, and finally that day in Long Beach a couple years ago, we finally caught it. But this blasted engine kept eluding us every time it came to the LA basin. Once the train's done going around the loop, Cam, I'll check the Amtrak traffic. According to a friend of mine, there's a southbound railroad Amtrak Surfliner that actually has the Comets and an old school Dash 8 running on it. Old school Dash 8 Amtrak locomotive running on it that we like a lot. Yeah. In this case, 509, one of our favorite units. It was currently in Los Angeles, I saw, but... We're huge rail nuts, so we're huge rail nuts, so we can't. Rail fans, so comes in all ages. Exactly. As you can see the train in the background behind the Southern Pacific train YouTube. You're fine. Oh, I hate getting down on my knees. Absolutely hate it. Sorry, YouTube. Anyway. As you can see, the whole train on the loop. It actually looped over itself. How convenient. Here's an ace bringing up the rear YouTube. Let's see what we got shoving this. As the train goes through the way along siding, you can see. Ace 9053 in this case.
It's one of those tiny.
No, it's like. Okay. And there they go around the loop, YouTube. Unbelievable. Woo! All right, YouTube. Here comes a couple of Southern Pacific Black Widow engines. Playing a livestock train in this case, or some of them are livestock. I don't think trains haul livestock these days, do they? Okay. I think by the 90s they stopped doing that. YouTube, you can correct me on that if I'm wrong there. Very cool, and there goes a classic Southern Pacific caboose. Woo! Here's a nice cool little meet YouTube. Here's Southern Pacific Old School meeting Rio Grande. Woo! Very nice.
Dang, couldn't find it.
Don't worry about it. You having a good time, Gib?
Yeah.
No, it's been a while. It's been a hot time since we've been here to the museum, so it feels nice. As both cabooses meet each other. Woo! And we'll get the Rio Grande train one more time, YouTube. Alright, YouTube, here's the Rio Grande engines one more time. Very hot. Woo! I forget if any of these Rio Grande tunnel motors are preserved anywhere. I think in Colorado or something.
I know there's one there.
Does the Lake and Erie Railroad have one of them? I think preserved. I'm not sure. If I said that railroad correctly?
Are you thinking of Bessemer and Lake Erie?
I think so. Yeah.
I think those are XCN tunnels. I think.
You think that's what they're? Okay.
The one at Vermont's SP. The two that are up in. The two green ones are XSP.
Up there in the Central Valley. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are XSP. Just name a few. And there it is, YouTube. Woo! Alright, YouTube, here they are coming around the Tachi loop. Just about all those trees by the overlook at the loop just block you from really seeing the trains going down.
What are you shooting? Oh, I'm just looking, seeing how many pictures I have.
Yeah, what
Nikon D3300.
Nice. I still shoot my dad's like his really old 60D.
Okay, yeah.
Nice. As it goes around the loop here, YouTube. The one thing I do miss is the signal bridge that you see right there by Tunnel 9. I know by the time they double-tracked the second track here towards Marcel, that they took that out and they put the regular signals down there by Tunnel 9.
You know that's still up there in the hills though. They never took it out. Like somebody put it on their property. One of the like the residents who lives up that cable. too.
Oh, really?
That signal bridge is out there.
Really? So it's, I never knew that. Wow.
Yeah. So if you drive just past Railfanning, kind of look down, it's like for the houses, one of the houses.
Right there by Marcel. Yeah, I know the layout of Tachi pretty well.
There was a consist we saw years ago.
I think it was on our first trip to Tachi, if I remember correctly.
I'm talking about the insane one.
That's what I'm talking about. You don't.
So
It was an eastbound manifest. So it was like either like a bar or a Fresno to Barstow Bay. We don't know what the symbol for the train was, but the train was a Santa Fe Warp on it 789 leading a regular Dash 9, an ex-Conrail ST60i in CSX paint, and then a GB60 Santa Fe unit as the lead consists. But that wasn't the end of it. The DBUs on the train was a regular Dash, or was a regular Dash 9 if I remember correctly, and then a Canadian National Dash 9 brought up the rear of the train.
like, okay.
You guys ever that car was like almost like
Oh, yeah.
This train goes around the loop, YouTube. We're just chatting with the guy that's operating this train, YouTube, just having a great time. You may not realize it, but you're actually talking to the most famous rail fans in California, actually. I don't know if my voice is easily recognizable, but as it goes around the loop, YouTube, I'll just get it coming around the hill here. So someone actually preserved that signal bridge that used to be put by Tunnel 9 there. More interesting. Wow. I wish I knew which property it was on. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, well, it's visible from the road, so if you drive up and just look down and you see whatever. I can't remember exactly.
Okay. That'd be cool. Good to know that. Nice. Without Amtrak 770, it was going to have Dash 8 509 leading to San Diego, but it turns out, according to people that I asked, that wasn't true. It didn't help that 765 struck somebody up in Santa Fe Springs, killing them instantly, so it's like, nothing out of the ordinary for that area for fatalities to happen, unfortunately. It's in the boot too. You'll see in the background there, YouTube, where the track is right there past Tunnel 9. If only that area that leads up to Tunnel 9 was accessible to the public, that would be the best location to railfan the loop. I know it used to be, but now it's all barbed wired off and everything. That'd be my favorite location to railfan the loop if it came down to it.
They left the gates are open on both ends. You can get into the loop if you drive in. I mean,
Now that the property is pretty much abandoned, yeah, I couldn't say one way or the other.
definitely still legal.
Yeah.
Sure, if you drove through it, you would look at it.
I mean, I've driven up the Tunnel 5 many times near the cliff sighting, so I know how that is. And here's the Ace bringing up the rear. Here's the... I can just get both. Just barely get the head in going across Tachi Creek and the Ace leading. And there it is on the loop, everyone. Woo! All right, YouTube, for our final train that we're going to follow down the Tachi route, it's the LMX GB60B and GB60 train here. Not sure. I may see GB60Bs switching to Marso.
When was the last time Monroe was back?
I have no idea.
The last time Monroe was good, but I couldn't say.
Good. Who knows? Yeah. Good question. I also follow it towards the loop here too. I heard that.
If this is 1-1 scale, I would choose the over 11.
I know, right? Yeah, makes me want to head up to the tunnels, hugging the cliffside there south of Cable of Interstate 58. I'm so used to LMX Dash 9s. I didn't know that. As far as I'm concerned, yeah. I thought they only had dash 9s. YouTube will get them when they get over to the loop behind you. There they go. Woo! All right, YouTube, you're there on the Tachi loop. I love how the signals correspond like actual railroad signals. That's really cool. I would love to have been in North Carolina for that famous 250th event that was going on, but him and I have another trip in a couple weeks planned instead, so. Although I wouldn't trade it for the world knowing that we've been planning it for months, Tim. Pretty amazing since 1876 how many trains have probably passed over the loop over the years. The count must be, I couldn't even guess. Yeah. From the steam era to the early diesel era to modern, it's pretty insane. I give to anything to Railfan the area from 1990 to 95, but that was the year I was born. When Santa Fe and Southern Pacific ruled the rails up there in Tachi. You can see the train going around the loop, YouTube. Back on my knees, even though I hate this. You viewers are loving the models that we're filming today. I'm having a good time here. I've been to this museum 1,000 times. Like, I've lost track. I was maybe 14, 15 when I started really coming to this museum. I'm 36 now, so. Crazy how even as teens we were crazy about train scam. Here we are at 36 at two of the most famous rail fans in California. It's pretty crazy. And there goes YouTube. We're going to chase it down the layout. All right, YouTube, the only train we're going to film in the big room here is two Santa Fe Dash 9 fantasy schemes moving around. That right there, Kim.
Nice to see he's not, like,
just ripping across. There was one time they gave me engine containers, yeah. I remember there was one time they had two H270 Max racing through here, and they were like, the guy was put on max speed. I'll never forget that.
Ha, nice pun.
And there they go, YouTube. Woo! Yeah. All right, YouTube, on the flip side, and here comes the LMX train again.
I would call it an all-special contest if it wasn't for the last person.
Very funny. It's an all-special contest to all of us. Well, thank God you get no war bonnets today, Tim. Besides the fantasy, I meant regular war bonnets. Ooh. That is true. Beautiful. Woo! I don't know, I like seeing the nose on blue bonnets and war bonnets. I just love it. Or yellow bonnets. I know everybody's going to correct me saying yellow bonnets instead of blue bonnets. I don't care what the correct terminology is. so dark in there. I can't tell if those are GOs or dash lines. We gotta go back in there, yeah.
There's a real specific spot on the locomotive that
I know the radiator intake is the only way you'll be able to tell.
no, I have another spot for that.
Oh, really? What other spot? And there it goes, YouTube. All right, YouTube in the big room here. Here comes a BBA consists of a UP passenger special. Woo. Nice. Very cool. Their passenger fleet's pretty good, right? And there it goes, YouTube. All right, YouTube, here they come down towards Caliente, our only video that we got in Caliente. Normally we film a lot of trains going through here, but... YouTube, I can't get on my knees. They kill me every time I do that. It's crazy how many times they go back and forth up Tachi when they... Woo! Whoa! Very cool. Thumbnail maybe?
No.
What do you have in mind? Nice.
Just in terms of the one I said Ben shot about.
Nice. What? What kind of shot is that?
Epic fail, that's what.
Oh, jeez.
No, it's one of those, like, you gotta laugh at the epic fails, dude.
Oh, totally.
You get it.
It's getting close to 2 o'clock. I'm getting kind of hungry.
Love the old Julie Hunt on this thing.
Same.
I'm always looking for that specific style when we're on the NSF. Just in...
Considering how much Jamie Hunt they move in and out of Los Angeles on a daily basis. Very nice, YouTube. And we're getting one more video by the tunnel that goes into. All right, YouTube, a couple little Santa Fe's, I believe they're Santa Fe? Yeah, Santa Fe steam engines double heading. Look like they're both 280 consolidation. That's a pretty cool wheel arrangement.
Oh, yeah. We got hosed.
That's why I'm filming right here. And there's the end of it, YouTube. Woohoo! YouTube, a steam engine we would give anything for Ed Dickinson, the UP steam crew, to bring out again. Here's 844 going across this bridge right here in the museum. They replaced the big boy 4005 that the guy was running with earlier, which was pretty cool, but nice to see 844 getting some love. I know the sad reality when 844 struck that lady who was stupid to be close to the tracks back in 2018, and sadly got killed instantly. But I would give anything for Ed Dickens to bring 844 out on the rails again.
Yeah, same.
But that's just my opinion. Kind of going slow up that hill. And there it is, YouTube. All right, YouTube, here comes another train popping out. I think this was Northern Railway, I think. I forget what was it? Northern Pacific. Look at this Wisconsin Central engine second unit out. That's actually really cool. Ooh. Ooh. How's it go, the whole train? You got him, Cam? I see that.
I got her, yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
Excuse me. Yeah, the horns on those things aren't the best.
Well, it's the, you know, it's that, like, 1950s, like, 1-2 chime.
Yeah.
You know,
Not the best horns they could have.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of like what the F7s had back then, too.
Yeah.
I mean, do I like the F7 horns? Not so much.
But the look of them obviously are such classic locomotives.
The look makes up for it.
And with a BN caboose ring up through, there goes YouTube. And YouTube, our last train that we're going to pursue down this layout, here's UP844. That is so hot. Whoa! This is a steam engine I would give anything to see.
It's a 484.
Correct. A steam engine I would give anything for the UP steam crew to bring out. Obviously, the big boy's been having all the great attention, but I think 844 needs more of it.
Seriously? Oh, they threw a diesel with it. Okay.
Like an SC9 or something.
Yeah.
Not sure what the UP high hood engine is, but... Watch it as it goes across the trestle, YouTube. This is going to be so cool. Hope the glass isn't preventing you, Kim.
Not this time.
Get it now. That is so hot. Woo! Beautiful.
There we go. That's how we do them.
Nice.
Oh, damn. That is actually...
Is that going to be the thumbnail, maybe?
Maybe. That's well done, no, on my part.
Holy shit. Nice, Kim. Yeah, we'll definitely follow 844 down to the beginning point, and then we'll end the video there. I think that's a good way to end the day.
Work.
Yeah. We'll go down to the San Diego's Yard, see what's poking about, then I think we'll go get some lunch somewhere, and then we'll head home from there. Hey, YouTube, I'm going to go up here on this upper portion of the layout. Did the train stall?
I hear the diesels, but I don't hear...
Yeah. Oh, no, it's still going. YouTube, please, I apologize for this. I thought the train stalled for some silly reason, so...
Oh, it's moving.
I wish Ed Dickens would bring 844 back out.
Yeah. Why is it not?
Because it fatally struck a lady that was stupid to be close to the tracks in 2018 in Denver, so... I think they've been too scared to bring it out due to that reason.
But then again, Big Moore's been getting all the attention.
Nice model of 844.
Thanks.
A steam engine. I have the exact same 844 shirt you got on. It was dirty today, so I settled on my small Santa Fe shirt here today. Ooh! Cam, if you want, go ahead and roll yourself down this way. Excuse me. You go there, Kim?
Yeah.
That's freaking hot. Woo! You got a big boy now, 844. How convenient.
Yeah, the big boy is my son's. I run that one.
Very cool. Or one time, some guy was running a coaster in one direction, and another train in the same direction. They actually coupled together. They weren't paying attention to the distance the trains were.
That happens.
Thankfully, thanks to the slow speed, no damage ever occurred. As that goes into the tunnel, YouTube, we have three UPSD 40s, I believe. Entering down here into this tunnel. And there they go, and we'll get 844 when it comes back down. All right, YouTube, a couple of E units for Santa Fe. Woohoo! Short train, but who doesn't love the classic chrome looks of these cars from the 50s and 60s? Nice, Kim.
I got a sick little pan shot of that.
I actually like it. Nice. And there they go, YouTube. Woo! Yeah. All right, YouTube, how often do you see a Santa Fe unit meeting 844 here? That is so cool. Woohoo! Nice, and there they go, and 844 should move in just a moment. Alright, YouTube, this guy's running 844 like a madman here. Let's see how it goes. And we'll see it pop out of the tunnel right here.
You get to see your eyeball on that one.
That's I know this layout in the back of my mind, no problem. Do you want to turn around and cam for more pictures? Or?
No.
Okay. I think your shots over the bridge right there were the best of that.
Oh yeah. No, she's humming, dude. Like,
Hey YouTube, to end this day, I'm gonna...
my knife almost betrayed me.
I saw that. Whoa! Whoa! What can I say when you want to cheer on 844 like this? I ain't called the legendary cheering Railfan for nothing. You can see my reflection filming this, YouTube.
You just shattered the lens.
Your head's next camped. And YouTube, watch 844 go around. Unbelievable. Woohoo! Nice. And YouTube, with this last car bringing up the rear, I think this is our final video, as you can see, 844 looping around. Yeah, maybe I'll do one more quick video of 844 coming back over this way. Oh, did stall out. And YouTube, I think this concludes our video from the Railroad Museum. I hope you enjoyed. What a good time. Woo!